Hi, this is Mike Carroll, and we are going to do art. About 30 years ago, I created this comic strip called the Corvette Killer. In this lesson, I want to recreate one of those characters in pen and ink and color it. Let's get started.
The first thing you want to think about is wide sweeps. Hold your pencil comfortably and move your whole hand. Notice we're just blocking it out at this point. We'll be speeding the motion periodically so you don't have to watch paint dry. We rough in her fingers with primitive shapes, just to get to show how she holds the gun. Now we run out of space for the gun, but that's okay, we'll fix that later. We're going over this thing with ink, but that's not going to be the final drawing. Let's block in the hair and the arms and just catch the rhythm of this thing. And we'll draw in some short pants. We're going to block out a vest for our character. And add a couple wrinkles in for her shirt. Putting a little detail in that gun, but we're going to change that later. Let's erase the pencil lines so we can see the ink. I'm going to ink the hair, but later on we're going to redo that, but we can get a feel of what it's going to look like. Now we scan this thing in and we can work on it with Photoshop. We put in a layer for the ink. This way we can add color into the bottom layers. If you have a Wacom tablet, that's great. You can get good inking with that. Looks like the right shoulder was in a little bit too far, so we're pulling that out just to get the proportions right. Sometimes you need to make a judgment call. Ink in the eyes, nose, and mouth. Make it look sort of comic strip style. Fleshing out that gun, but then again we're going to fix it. At this point we can delete the bottom layer and we can see the work of the ink from the Wacom tablet. At this point, I like to bring it into Illustrator and use a feature called Live Trace. That evens out the lines and makes it look kind of nice. At first, we just put the base colors. Now we tweak out the face and make it look kind of cool, putting in shading and specular light for the eyes and different things. Use your artist feel to shade the skin. I opened up 3ds Max and imported a gun I made. Then we line it up to our gun. And I use ink and shade to ink the gun to make it look like a cartoon. Come back into Photoshop and import the rendering of the gun and line it up with the drawing. And the last thing I do is shade the hair with the Wacom tablet.